Matthew, and welcome back. Time is 10:27, and it's the 3rd of the 2nd, 2017. And we're going to look at the SOHO cams, because I want to zoom in on the SOHO imagery chart to show you that there is objects up there that's basically moving behind the sun, and also lots of trash that's being thrown about up there as well, and you can see the corona hole. So enjoy the footage, and we're going to go on the SOHO cams. Here is a live SOHO cam. You can see all the trash that's being moved about up there by the sun, and then huge solar flares. These flares are getting a lot bigger. On the right hand side there's a huge blast, CME, and they're coming in fast as well. And also you can see these objects that are moving to the right of the screen in a straight line, and I believe these to be beings, unidentified flying objects. Whatever they are, they're out there in the vastness of space. I'm going to zoom in on some of these objects as well, and on the top right hand corner there's an object that doesn't move. So I'm going to zoom in and have a look at these. This object looks very strange. It's just sitting there in the system up there in the space. You can see that, can't you? It's not rotating or moving, it's just staying there as if it's moving forwards. I don't know, but it's just stationary there in space. Whatever it is, it's I believe maybe it's been controlled. I don't know. There is some strange things out there, isn't there? I mean, look at it. It's just, don't know what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enhance it tomorrow. I'm going to zoom in even more and see what I can find. I'm going to zoom in on another object as well on this cam. Here on this image you will see this object going past on this cam. Can you see that moving past? It's in a straight line. It's not as if it's going upwards or on an angle or straight up. It's going straight across like it's a controlled object. The thing is though, I'm going to do more of an angle on this because you can see more of the length of its travel. Hold on a second. Here is the object again. Can you see that going across the screen? It's like it's travelling as those solar flares are spraying out. It's not as if it's been damaged or been knocked off course by the affected sun. These objects, or whoever are controlling them, I believe knows that the Nibiru system is very close. There are some strange objects up there, and I believe NASA and government know this. Disclosure needs to come now, because there's a lot of things that we're noticing in the skies, changing weather patterns, clouds, the affected sun, the chemtrails. It's all a big situation, isn't it? We just have to put the jigsaw pieces together and try and come up with get the truth. We need the truth of what's going on, because we're seeing these every single day now, these different situations. Also, I want to show you something with the sun as well. Here on this image here, I've zoomed in. So the right side of the sun, as these solar flares are coming out, you can see this like line. Can you see this like shadow of a line that's going straight up and straight down? It's just a straight, like a line, a shadow. I don't know what it is. It's affecting the area. You can see that, can't you, as it's, the solar flares are coming out. Very strange. The thing is, though, basically we've just got to keep looking at the cams and observing them, haven't we? You know, because the powers to be won't say nothing. They won't say a word to us. They will just keep us in the dark. So it's down to us to monitor everything. I'm going to go to another piece of footage now. On this piece of footage as well, at the bottom of the cam, you can also see these objects moving across the screen. If you look carefully, there's two that's leaving now on the right hand side. Now, the thing is basically just keeping an eye on these situations. So I'm going to go to another chart now. This is another chart that's using another filter. So the SOHO cam uses different filters to try and get the best quality of pictures to see what's going on up there. And there is a lot going on. There's a great deal of things going on there in space right now. So we really have to just keep monitoring the cams and monitoring the skies every day, because these flares are getting so big now. They really are getting a lot bigger now, aren't they? And there's a lot of things that are moving around up there as well. So we need to keep as I said before, just observing, being persistent, and watching these solar flares. So respect to you, and I'll go to another piece of footage. Here we have the jet stream. This is a chart from the UK, and also there's other charts as well I'll be looking at from all over the world as well. This jet stream is slowing right down. It's slowing down to a pace now that we are not noticing what weather patterns we're going to get anymore. And because of this, they are chemtrailing as well, because the natural clouds now are not being pushed or used with the jet stream. So basically, eventually it's going to stop. And I believe it's stopping now. It's slowing right down. Because the weather, as you can see here, these natural clouds are just basically not covering and protecting us anymore. They're just basically being flowed right past, and we're getting these strange weather temperatures every day. One moment it's warm, and then it drops to below zero, and just very erratic, and it's not good for our health either. So anyway, it's so important to keep an eye on these charts, as I said before. I'm going to go to another chart now. Here we have some hazard list of potential asteroids that could hit and be very close to our planet Earth. Now, the thing is, so basically, there's a whole list of these asteroids. It'd be very shocking to see how many they could be. I mean, we're going down a long way. I mean, the thing is, though, I'm showing you now how many of these asteroids are so close to hitting our Earth. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of them that are flybys and flying past our orbit of our Earth every single day and every night. Just hundreds of them. The list goes on and on. And NASA and government don't want to say anything. They just don't want to broadcast it on media. Because the thing is, though, these are very hazardous, and they are burning through our orbit, and there's some that are massive, absolutely massive. Huge asteroids that have been flying past us for many, many years, and have strange orbits as well, fireballs and all sorts of things. I mean, the thing is, though, also it's giving you the colours as well, the danger, from green to non-hazardous. The thing is, though, look at the 8.910. I mean, that's a high figure. You know, that's these people have basically predicted this huge amounts of trash that's up there, that's flying around now, from stone size to building sizes to mountain sizes, and plus more. The thing is, we've got that Apophis that's following us all the time, and it's gaining very, very slowly each time as Earth's orbiting, and also as again in the future years, we're going to see that celestial object fly by past us and the moon, between us and the moon. It's very strange. I mean, the thing is, though, that's dangerous, isn't it? You know, I mean, one of these could easily hit very close to us, and that'd be it. We'd be finished. There's so many of them, so many asteroids and objects that are up there, like, you know. So just crazy to see a list that big, isn't it? You know, it's very dangerous. Here is a near-Earth asteroid discovered chart. Okay, the thing is, though, it's been climbing for years. It's been climbing. You can see here, starts here the scale. From the bottom, you've got 1997. Okay, now the thing is, as it's working up the scale, we're going up the years to 2005, 2006, 2009, 2010, 2014, 2015, 2016, and we're hitting 2017 at the top. You've got here 15,474 known objects. That's Wednesday, the 18th of January. And also here as well, we've got other objects that have been discovered as well. The thing is, they lie. They with the hazardous ones, they always give it as a bottom figure, but still that 875. And we're getting some high, even though on the danger line, we're getting some high inputs with the amount of discovered asteroids. So there's more more asteroids out there than there's ever been so far. So it's so important to pick up these charts because it's all been discovered now that we have got all this trash and the sun is being affected as well. So I'm going to go on to another chart now, but these charts are absolutely 100%. Here's another chart here for near-Earth asteroids discovered. Okay, now the timestamp there, hope you can see it on the screen there. It's February 3rd today, and basically we've got here on the this side here, the 4,252 mark. Now the thing is, that's quite high, isn't it? Now, these have been climbing through the years. These were very low about 6 years ago, but now they are climbing very high. So they don't lie, they actually come out and tell you these things, but they're so hidden in the internet. So it's just finding the right charts to be able to get the truth, because it's telling us now that these asteroids are coming up more. There's more and more of them every time, each time now that around our planet Earth now, there's too many of them that's flying about right now because we've got the binary twin and Nibiru and the moons that are coming in now and causing lots of havoc out there. There's also other charts as well, and you've got these other companies that are keeping an eye on the skies as well at night time and noticing all these objects that are flying through space and basically orbiting our Earth, and they're very dangerous. I mean, you can see here as well on the charts that basically you can see that 1,892 objects that are basically hazardous above our heads, and it's so dangerous. It really is. There are huge amounts of rock that's being moved around from our Earth and also around the inner solar system right now. All the trash that's being pulled by the binary twin, as I said, and you can see these as the dates are going down. But I mean, the thing is, it's climate, isn't it? I mean, look at it right down from 1995, there was nothing, and then as you're going up, you can see the different years and dates and the number of hits that we've had. It is it's massive to a point that you've got here. They slow it, they bring it down. Now, all of a sudden, it's from the top here and it's gone down. I don't think so. They've done this to basically stop mass panic. So don't listen to what the media tell you, because basically this chart here, right, should be right up the roof now, because looking at the Soho cams and the imagery as well, you can see all that trash that's being pulled around up there right now. And there is a lot of it right now. They're chemtrailing to hide all this, because if we started seeing huge comets and asteroids above our atmosphere, then I think it is time to run, isn't it? Definitely, it's time to duck, because they're up there now, aren't they? And basically they're huge. These objects are massive. I'm going to go to another cam now. Here's another chart as well that they use, and basically they basically show also the near-Earth objects. Now these are different sizes, so just showing you different sizes where these were like smaller asteroids and things that they have picked up and stuff that's basically that have been tracked through above Earth's orbit. So basically, we, as the subscribers and viewers, we just need to just check the charts, you know. So just keep an eye on them, because basically it's very interesting to notice that the charts go up and down all the time. But it's looking at the big ones as well, because there's huge, large pieces of rock that's out there all the time. That's what killed the dinosaurs. You know, there was a massive rock. We've got that Apophis. It's huge, that rock. And we're going to see it. We will see it one day. This is an image of an asteroid that hit a long time ago. You can see that kind of the size of these things. This is a huge crater from an asteroid that landed a long time ago here on Earth, and it's massive. It causes a lot of damage, and it causes a lot of dust that can rise up in the skies and cover our Earth as well, cause lots of damage. So this asteroid would have caused a lot of problems in the past. Both asteroids were basically over in the Arizona in the USA, these asteroids that impacted. And basically just absolutely massive, outstanding and spectacular how huge these celestial bodies that landed and caused that amount of damage. So I'm going to go to another image now. This is a satellite image of an asteroid that basically through the sky. You can see that line in the sky in the night stars, and you can see basically where it's been traveling. So these are huge objects that basically spin around the Earth's atmosphere. And you can see them if you use telescope binoculars, and you can actually see them rotating as they go past our skies at night. They call this asteroid the 1999 and the A110. This next asteroid is a 9969, and it's called the Borale. The Borale asteroid, spotted in 1998. The thing is, basically, there are huge celestial bodies out there, and this one was recorded tumbling back then in many years. Here is the Borale asteroid as well, and also basically this was taken in 1999 by a scientist. Basically, you can just see that with the arrow. They recorded it again. So they do move, and they're very, very big. This is another asteroid that was taken in 1998, and it's called the Eos. Now, this is a very huge asteroid. These ones that they've been watching, basically keep an eye on these heavenly bodies because they are big and they are hazardous to Earth. They come close to our Earth. And basically this one is heading another way towards us again. So the thing is as well, they don't stay on the same path. They can actually move on a direct path and then get swung by heat or light sources and basically move to different directions as well. So they're very, very dangerous objects. I'm going to go to another asteroid now. This next asteroid is called the Gaspra, and basically it was detected in 1991. And also there's another asteroid that's heading our way as well. These were all knocked out the Kuiper belts and other larger belts in the outer regions of the solar system. And basically they are very hazardous. They are very, very big. These asteroids can be the size of continents and also parts of Europe and parts of the USA. I mean, they're massive objects. And they are basically running around the vastness of space, and basically there's many of them in the inner solar system now, and they're detecting and keeping an eye on them all the time. Very, very dangerous. This is a zoomed in image of the Gaspra asteroid. Now you can see the size of this object. They're tracking it now today. It's just a large piece of, huge piece of rock that's just look at it. It's just spectacular seeing the size of this object as well. It's just massive. You can see craters on it as well when other asteroids have hit it. I'm going to go to another asteroid now. These ones are called the Geograph. Now the thing is, basically this was detected in 1994, and they're still keeping track of this asteroid as well because these objects are basically now on a pre-call towards our Earth. Basically they have now made their orbits away and now they're heading again this way. So they are tracking everything, to be honest with you. There's large chunks of rock that's all around our Earth now, and our Sun and other planets are getting bashed. So yeah, there's many, many different objects out there. So this is another hazardous object. They call this asteroid Asteroid 253 Ida, and basically look at the size of it. I mean, the thing is, this has been tracked as well, and it's out there, and it got knocked through the Kuiper belt. Now I believe that these heavenly bodies have been pushed and knocked through by Nibiru and the binary twin. Now the thing is, though, these are flying at thousands of, I mean, they are flying at speeds so fast, leaving all sorts of havoc with smaller asteroids as well. And we're getting these other objects that are burning through our atmosphere as I talk right now. Lots of different objects that they're tracking. And also these objects are huge, just like the one that hit through in Russia. Now, the thing is, Apophis would be a lot bigger than these asteroids. And basically, these are big, you know. So I'm going to go to another chart. This is called Asteroid Dactyl, and this was tracked as well in the 2000s, and also it's still out there, basically, and it's making a come round as well, again. So the larger objects, the more serious ones, they're tracking every day. They won't tell us, will they? They won't tell us that they're close or they're far, far away. But basically, they're there, aren't they? They're not going anywhere. They're just going to keep coming round and going away. And I'm going to go to another one now. It'll be very interesting it's just interesting to see the charts and see what these celestial bodies look like, you know. They're huge. Here's the two celestial bodies together. You've got Dactyl on the there in the big one, and you've got Ida as well. Now, we've just seen those images, but you can see the two comparisons together. The size of these objects together, and you can just see the difference, can't you? Now, the one on the right is very, very huge still. Big as a city, but the thing is, look at the size of the one on the left-hand side here. It's massive. And the thing is, the craters look the same size craters on the moon. And this thing is floating around close to us on our inner solar system right now. They're tracking it and they're locked onto it. They even send rockets up there to see if they can land on these things or try and push them out of the way somehow, or painting them. I mean, I've seen a web page where they're planning on painting them with special paint, okay, like a white paint. So when they're close to the sun, heading our way on the other backside of the sun, as the Earth's on the other side, and to basically slow them down, so then they will suddenly move direction to a different direction of its orbit. I mean, the thing is, if you Google it, you will see the information on this. I mean, it's just outstanding how they think they can do this, you know. I mean, they're huge objects. I can't see that would work, but very hazardous, you know, these rocks. And they are panicking. They're very worried about it. The government, they're worried about these objects that come and fly by them very close, because one lands, it's like 500 atom bombs, and basically will cause a wave, a huge tsunami wave, wipe the coastlines out, clean out, no problem. Here's another image of the Ida asteroid. You can see the comparison of the different rocks and the shapes and the sizes. Now, the object you see there on the top left-hand corner is very similar to Apophis. They give asteroids different names and things, but the thing is, look at the size of this piece of rock. It's massive, isn't it? The diagram says it all. I mean, we're all tucked away in our beds and just looking at the stars and things in the sun. I mean, if we saw this object in the atmosphere, we would think, oh my gosh, you know, that is huge. It'd frighten anybody, you know, it's massive, isn't it, you know? And these objects have been up there for billions of years now, a long, long time. And we've had objects near on that size hitting our planet Earth before. Here's the three large celestial objects that they're tracking every day, okay? The one on the right-hand side is Ida, a huge object. And the one in the middle, they call it Gaspra. It's still a very large object. It's there in our inner solar system. And you've got that huge object. Now this is sizes of mountains. I mean, the thing is, it's massive. And if that hits our planet Earth, we're in deep trouble. I mean, they call it Mathilde. And basically it's a large object they're tracking every single day. This large celestial object is a huge, huge asteroid. They call it Totis. It is massive. It was tracked some time back in the 2000s, and it's also on an elliptical orbit, and it's another hazardous asteroid that we're keeping an eye on. Keep on the huge, big, lumps of rock that's out there. And I hope that many other people now are aware of this now as well, that we've got these large celestial chunks of rock that are spinning and moving at very fast speeds. And basically they are very hazardous, and NASA are very worried about it. Sending rockets up there to try and blast them out of the way and take them off course. They were doing this just gone 2016. Just very, very dangerous. So they are up there, and we have to be really aware of this, because it causes a lot of problems. Here's other images of that asteroid, Teotis. And basically the thing is, so you can see how big it is, can't you? And how it tumbles as well. The different images show that this thing is moving at a rapid pace. And also with the technology they've got with these new cams that's been sent up into space now. They're tracking these every single day. So here's the images of that huge heavenly body. It's massive. I'm going to go to another image now. This is another large heavenly body that they've picked up also on the special cams that they've got up there in high definition, and also in different sort of modes. This is called the Vesta asteroid. And also the thing is, so basically it's another large body that's out there, and basically they are keeping an eye on this as well, so they are very aware that it's there, and to them and also to us it's very important that it's getting tracked, because the thing is, so it's another one that's makes its way round past us all the time. The thing is, so the sun can directly direct it into a different orbit all the time, which could be very, very damaging to us. I'm going to go to another asteroid image now. Here's other close shots of that asteroid Vesta. The thing is, you can see on the timestamp there, that was in April the 19th, 1995, by the Z-liner GA Southern University of NASA. Now, the thing is, though, they have, on the other image, it was a later image as well. That was in mid-2000. So basically, it does move and also comes close by as well. They do report this on the media as well, on telling you there's different flybys and stuff. It's very frequent because we do get to hear it all the time. And let me tell you, these heavenly bodies are big. They're huge objects, and it's so important to track these as well, because I do believe in the close future we're going to end up with some large bodies that are going to be very, very close to us. So just very important to catch these objects, because I know this footage, this image was taken back in 1995, but the heavenly body is still there. They don't go anywhere. They just have these strange ecliptic orbits, and they make their comeback. They come back again, This is another large celestial body that they captured in 1990s, 97, and also it's been getting closer as well. And basically, they've been tracking this for a long time now. Now, I'm not sure if this is Nibiru or Helion or the moons or anything, but the thing is, so it's getting bigger. So it's just keeping an eye on the meteorite and also the asteroid program to see what we can pick up, and also to see if these objects are getting bigger as well on these charts. This is another interesting image as well. Now the thing is, so I found it on one of these charts, and I've zoomed right in. Okay. Now all the other objects I noticed on the chart basically have names. They put names to it. I've zoomed in far on this one here. Okay, that's northern hemisphere. This is pointing north, and basically this one is unnamed. This object is unnamed on the screen. So that's quite interesting. I thought I'd share this with you. So is that Nemesis? I don't know, but the thing is, so you can see that huge globe with that object. So I'm going to go now anyway, so leave you with this. And I'm going to do another video tomorrow on the webcam to see what we can get. Collect all the images of the skies. See if we've got any bodies that are up there on the horizons and above in different parts of the world, because it is getting darker. It's getting darker every single day, and I've noticed this here in the UK as well. And also, if you're from the UK, respect you all as well, and all over the world as well. In the USA, Australia as well. We've got some great people in Australia and USA, and also from Mexico, and I'm getting emails from Italy and France. Lots of people from France and Russia as well. Japan, China. I'm getting emails from Japan, but the thing is, a lot of the emails are in Japanese, so my wife is trying to translate them for me, so I can send messages back. There's lots of emails that are coming through now, you see, so it's digging deep and responding back to everybody. So I will gather and get to you, so it's important that we all, as a community, stick together with this, because it's the only way to find out the truth of what's going on, because, as I said before, news media and government aren't going to say anything to us, are they? They've got all the information they need. I believe that most of them know the timeline of this coming event, so they're leaving us in the dark to the very end. I understand that it's going to stop mass panic. They don't want to lose the control system, and it's going to stop a lot of people looting and basically a lot of crime and basic things like that. The thing is, basically there's a lot of that going on now, and it's only going to get worse, because the thing is basically that the system is gaining in on us now. More and more people are waking up to it now, as these huge celestial bodies are incoming, So a part of me is saying I don't blame them for not saying anything, because it's going to stop a lot of problems for ourselves, and also to stop worry for other people to not get upset about it, because it is a very touchy subject, isn't it, to be honest with you, because these objects are very, very close to us now. They are very close to us, and we're being affected by it every single day, because the more they come closer, the more chemtrails they're throwing up in our skies. You can see them every single day now. It's so blatantly obvious. They're spraying our skies to hide these objects, and I do believe that the meteorites and asteroids and all the trash that's coming in, these huge objects I've shown you on the screen. Now, if those chems weren't there, we would see some of these, or most of these objects up there flying through our atmosphere, and it's going to frighten a lot of people if they see them. They're going to start scratching their heads and wondering what's going on, because there is some huge objects that are coming our way now, Anyway, so respect to you all, and I'll be back on the cams tomorrow. And also, as I said earlier on another video, when the weather's a little bit better and it's less cold, I will go out there with my camcorder and I will zoom in on a lot of objects I can see in the skies, because it's so important we get the footage, the live footage as well, because last year it was very interesting recording the skies with the camcorder and stuff, and also the sun being blocked by that object that's in front of it, that simulator. They have got that disk in front of the sun. You can see it's blatantly obvious. Even looking at the sky without a camera, you can see with your own eyes that there is a huge disk in front of our sun that's dimming our land. Now, it's not in front of our sun, it's in our atmosphere, and basically it's travelling with the sun to stop us from seeing anything that's going on, because now, if that wasn't there, then we would see it all, and then everything, the control will collapse, and we would have to just fend for ourselves. They have planned this, and they've built that simulator. They built it many years ago. So anyway, eyes to the skies and take care, and respect to you all. Matt Rogers. Space. I'm going to zoom in on some of these objects as well, and on the top right hand corner there's an object that doesn't move. So I'm going to zoom in and have a look at these. This object looks very strange. It's just sitting there in the system up there in the space. You can see that, can't you? It's not rotating or moving, it's just staying there. As if it's moving forwards, I don't know, but it's just stationary there in space. Whatever it is, it's I believe maybe it's been controlled, I don't know. There is some strange things out there, isn't there? I mean, look at it, it's just, don't know what it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to enhance it tomorrow. I'm going to zoom in even more and see what I can find. I'm going to zoom in on another object as well on this cam. Here on this image you will see this object going past on this cam. Can you see that moving past? It's in a straight line. It's not as if it's going upwards or on an angle or straight up. It's going straight. And it's the 3rd of the 2nd, 2017. And we're going to look at the Soho cams because I want to zoom in on the Soho imagery chart to show you that there is objects up there that's basically moving behind the sun, and also lots of trash that's being thrown about up there as well, and you can see the corona hole. So enjoy the footage, and we're going to go on the Soho cams. Here is a live Soho cam. You can see all the trash that's being moved about up there by the sun, and then huge solar flares. These flares are getting a lot bigger. On the right hand side there's a huge blast, CME, and they're coming in fast as well. And also you can see these objects that are moving to the right of the screen in a straight line. And I believe these to be beings, unidentified flying objects. Whatever they are, they're out there in the fastest. It's Matthew, and welcome back. Time is 10:27 on, because we're seeing these every single day now, these different situations. Also, I want to show you something with the sun as well. Here on this image here, I've zoomed in. So the right side of the sun, as these solar flares are coming out, you can see this like line. Can you see this like shadow of a line that's going straight up and straight down? It's just a straight, like a line, a shadow. I don't know what it is. It's infecting the area. You can see that, can't you, as it's the solar flares are coming out. Very strange. The thing is, though, basically we've just got to keep looking at the cams and observing them, haven't we? You know, because the powers to be won't say nothing. They won't say a word to us. They will just keep us in the dark. So it's down to us to monitor everything. I'm going to go to another piece of footage now. On this piece of footage as well, straight across, like it's a controlled object. The thing is, though, I'm going to do more of an angle on this because you can see more of the length of its travel. Hold on a second. Here is the object again. Can you see that going across the screen? It's like it's travelling. As those solar flares are spraying out. It's not as if it's been damaged or been knocked off course by the affected sun. These objects, or whoever are controlling them, I believe knows that the Nibiru system is very close. There are some strange objects up there, and I believe NASA and government know this. Disclosure needs to come now because there's a lot of things that we're noticing in the skies, change of weather patterns, clouds, the infected sun, the chemtrails. It's all a big situation, isn't it? We just have to put the jigsaw pieces together and try and come up with get the truth. We need the truth, what's going on.